F Section wait anxiously for news from Paris. The day before, they'd received an alarming message from Francis Suttle, the organiser of the Prosper Circuit, F Section's largest, based in the French capital.
What is it?
Noor was almost arrested at a letterbox Suttle claims was blown. He says if Noor had gone there yesterday, she'd have been met by the Gestapo searching the safe house.
He thinks their security has been compromised, and this means that the Nazis might know what's going on and arrests could follow soon. He is not letting anybody send any information, send other agents. He's not sure what's going on, and he's stopped all these flights going in and out of Europe.
Sir, you should see this.
That'll be all.
Sir? What is it?
A flash message. Intel from an agent in Paris. Suttle and his wireless op butcher Gilbert Norman have disappeared.
Disappeared?
They think they've been arrested.
Arrested? Message to be confirmed. Sir, this intel has been marked flimsy.
What if it isn't?
Vera and Buckmaster do not know what's happening in Paris. If Suttle and Norman have been arrested and are being interrogated by the Gestapo, if they reveal the secrets, then every single agent that they have in Paris is in danger. The entire Prosper Circuit could be wiped out in a moment.
What the hell is going on in Paris?
Should we send a reply asking for confirmation?
No, we don't know the situation. If we try to make contact now, we run the risk of putting our agents in even more danger.
So, what do we do?
Sir, I think all we can do now is wait.
In Paris, Noor is unsure what's happening to the Prosper Circuit. All she knows are rumours of arrests. Agents have gone to ground, and Noor can't risk making contact with any other elements of the circuit in case they betray her.
Do not do that again.
What?
That. In England, you pour milk first, then tea. In France, we pour tea first, then milk. A real French woman would never do that.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, indeed.
These are basic things that the SOE have taught Noor from the start, and yet the lessons haven't sunk in.
It was incredibly important that any agent going into France blended in, and it was just the little tiny things that ended up being the huge catastrophe that could see them arrested.
Do you want people to make you as an agent?
No, of course not, sorry.
Sorry won't save you from a Gestapo cell.
But this isn't the only sign that she's a foreign agent.
I'm buying you new clothes.
What's wrong with my clothes?
Your jacket. Your English-looking Macintosh jacket. A Parisian woman wouldn't be caught dead in it. We'll buy you new, French-looking clothes.
Noor hadn't even finished her SOE training. With her resistance cell in chaos, now she's been dropped in the deep end and is trying to tread water. In London, Vera and Buckmaster wait for news on the Prosper Circuit. But, worryingly, no further messages come through. Meanwhile, Vera's search for more women spies continues.
Sir?
Is that kids?
It was very important that the recruiting of agents continued. D-Day was approaching, and so the SOE wanted to make sure that when that signal for D-Day came, they could literally almost flick a switch and they were ready to fight back.
It means finding more agents. Vera pores over personnel files for potential new recruits. One is 22-year-old Violette Sabo.
She was born in a British hospital in Paris of a French mother and an English father. And then she was schooled in France.
One of the most important things that they needed was somebody who could speak French fluently, blend in, knew about France, and she had all of those skills already. But she has some real personal motives for wanting to go back into occupied territory.
Part of the reason is clearly because Etienne, her husband, had been killed at El Alamein with the Free French.
So Etienne never met his daughter. She was born, and unfortunately he died before he had the opportunity to meet her. And it would have made Violette so fervently passionate about wanting to go out to France and to fight against the Nazis.
So Violette really would very much like to get her own back and do whatever she could.
Vera now turns to another recruit put forward by SOE, Yvonne Baisden.
Yvonne Baisden was the daughter of a British father who married a French woman shortly after the First World War. She spent most of her early childhood in France, which meant she spoke French perfectly. She felt very much at home in France. She'd lived there for years before coming to Britain as a teenager. So in many ways, she was the ideal recruit for F Section.
Both Violette Sabo and Yvonne Baisden have strong motivations. They are assigned to SOE training. F Section are desperate for news from the Prosper Circuit.
Buck,
What is it?
call sign Butcher. He's trying to transmit from Paris.
After 12 days of radio silence, they get the message they've been waiting for.
What's it say, Buck?
Confirmation. Francis Suttle has been captured.
The head of the Prosper Circuit, F Section's largest and most important, is in German hands.
Sir, this message, it's unusual. Has it come through clipped? Butcher's security check is missing?
All SOE agents are trained very carefully that when they send an encoded message, they have to also at the end send a security check. These are check words that only they will know.
It could just be atmospheric conditions playing havoc with the signal.
True. Butcher might also be on the run. The Gestapo looking for him. He might not have had time to include it.
Could it have been sent by Noor? Using Butcher's set? Oh, she wouldn't have his specific codes.
Or Butcher's been captured and has given his transmission codes to the Gestapo.
Impossible. He'd have shot himself before he did that. Send a reply. Butcher, you've forgotten your security checks. Show more care in the future.
The vital wireless link from London to Paris is still in place, for now. But the Prosper circuit is fragile. For those SOE agents on the ground in Paris, their fate is becoming increasingly uncertain. Contact has been lost with the leaders of the circuit, and it's assumed they're in Gestapo custody.
People are being arrested. Safe houses are being compromised. They don't know what to do. Who can they report to? Who can they trust? Where should they go? What should they do? However, Nora's still in Paris, and she's still transmitting to London.
F-Section tries to untangle the chaos.
Another report. There's been more arrests.
How many agents is that now?
Lost track, Bodington.
The Gestapo have raided another weapons dump.
Who is betraying them to the Germans?
If you read these reports, the list of possible traitors is endless.
So that can't be true.
And nothing can be verified. These reports aren't worth the paper they're written on. The only thing we know is there's something wrong in Prosper.
Buck. We can never make sense of what's happening, sat on our backsides in London. If I can take my own wireless operator, I can fly out to Paris, make contact somehow with the circuit, and work out what the hell is happening once and for all.
Nick, no. What of your cord?
It was enormously risky to send Bodington into Paris because he was number 2 in SOE's F-Section. So if he was captured and interrogated and he talked, the whole of F-Section could have been blown out of the water.
Despite the danger, Buckmaster gives him the green light.
Fine. Fly to France. Make your way to Paris and report back what you find.
Good. Send a message to Butcher. Arrange a meeting.
Bodington, with his wireless operator Jack Agazarian, are infiltrated into France. They land just outside Soussel, in the west of the country. Greeting them is SOE Air Movement Officer Henri Dericourt.
Nicholas?
Henri. How long has it been?
Too long.
Jack Agazarian, Henri Dericourt. It's good to have someone out here we can trust.
I'm your man. I've arranged a meeting in Paris with a contact close to Sutil.
Excellent work. Hopefully, they can clear this whole mess up.
Bodington's really relieved because this means he can get down to what's been going on in the Prosper circuit. Is it salvageable? What's been going on? And maybe, you know, this Dericourt contact is going to know a lot more.
Nicholas, it's good to see you. But we've got to move. Come.
Back in Britain, new recruits Yvonne and Violette begin their SOE training, designed to identify their strengths and weaknesses for action in the field.
The women had the same training as the men of SOE. It was incredibly grueling.
It was physically, mentally exhausting, very, very hard work. things like obstacle courses and map reading. The women would have been learning skills that they had never thought in a million years they were going to need.
Next comes weapons handling and shooting practice.
Violette's report says that she was a crack shot, that she was excellent with firearms. The Sten gun is a particularly hard gun to shoot. It has a tendency to climb up, and so you have to kind of force it down as you're shooting it.
Good shot.
Yes, sir.
A lot of the agents struggled with this, but Violette absolutely excelled.
The agents then move on to parachute training. All agents have to conduct 4 jumps. And for Yvonne, it's a terrifying experience.
There are accounts saying the men were frightened too. It wasn't just the women. And it's not surprising because accidents were pretty common. In the case of Violette Szabo, she landed awkwardly and damaged her ankle. It seems a pretty intense injury. It took several weeks to recuperate.
In London, Vera keeps tabs on her agent's progress.
Violette's training report is on the whole very positive. She's confident, she's plucky, she's physically very tough. Pretty much everything that they want in an agent. But the instructors also noted other things that concerned them about Violette. They say that she's fatalistic in her outlook, that she lacks a sense of responsibility. So really some quite negative things they're saying about her.
But Vera Atkins saw the steel that was in Violette. She would always stand up and fight where necessary. She had this other quality which did shine through. A personality, a real personality. Yes, Vera would have wanted all of that.
Violette is assigned the role of courier.
Yvonne's training report is relatively positive as well, and in particular with reference to her wireless skills. So it was obvious, really, that the role assigned to her was wireless operator.
It's promising news. More and more women agents are coming through, soon to be deployed to circuits in France. But since Noor's wireless message that contact has been lost with leaders of Prosper, F-Section are on tenterhooks. Who has escaped Gestapo arrest? And how long can they remain free?
You're here, in France.
Who else is with you?
No one, sir.
The meeting with Satil's contact was a trap. Butcher is definitely in German hands.
Well, are you sure?
100%. Agazarian and I flipped a coin to see who should go. It fell to him, so he went. I waited in the safe house, but he didn't return. If I had gone, I'd now be sat in a Gestapo torture chamber.
Poor Agazarian.
Send a message to F-Section. Arrange a Lysander pickup immediately. I need to get back to London.
So, were you followed?
Send a message. We'll find you a new safe house.
They can't trust anyone. Nor has to move. Meanwhile, Bodington returns to London.
Buck, here's my report. Prosper is destroyed.
Destroyed? Entirely?
It's impossible to know which agents are active, which agents are in Gestapo custody, and who can be trusted. The Gestapo are raiding weapons depots, making arrests. Prosper as a circuit is a corpse.
It's worse than they could have imagined.
The most important SOE circuit operating in France has been absolutely destroyed. The most important members of it are in the hands of the SS Gestapo. It means safe houses are not safe. People are being arrested. It means that the people who were in any way connected with the circuit are in grave, grave danger.
There is something else. One of our agents has been contacted by German military intelligence about Dericourt.
Dericourt?
This Abwehr officer claims that Dericourt is letting the Gestapo copy all our agents' unencoded letters before sending them back to London.
Preposterous.
I know. But this agent of ours will be sending this report in, officially.
German military intelligence hate the Gestapo and are trying to get us to close down the network. Then the Gestapo won't have anybody to arrest. And this rumor is just that, a rumor. We can't and shouldn't act on it.
Agreed.
But it's clear to Buckmaster and Vera that the Prosper circuit is blown.
167 agents are rounded up, arrested, many of them tortured, and some of them killed by the Gestapo. The Prosper circuit was the most important in France, and it's a disaster for F section that it's been blown. It was crucial to the planning for D-Day because it was a center of the resistance.
Try and get as many agents back to London as possible.
But one agent who doesn't return is Noor.
Buckmaster writes to Noor and says, "Come back. It's very dangerous. We'll organize a flight for you and get you out." But Noor says she's the last link left. She's the last radio operator standing between Paris and England. I have to be here. If I've gone, there's no radio operator left. She feels she can rebuild this circuit. And Buckmaster receives this message, and he asked her to lie low and be very careful.
Despite the danger, Buckmaster realizes just how vital she is and keeps her in her post. She becomes one of F Section's most important agents, as she is their one remaining radio operator in Paris. And a letter she sends to Vera gives hope that all might not be lost after all.
Dear Miss Atkins, Excuse pencil. Your bird has brought me luck. I remember you so often. You cheered me up so sweetly before I left. Lots of things have happened, and I haven't been able to settle down properly. Still, my contacts are regular, and I'm awfully happy. Lots of love. Yours, Noor.
Bird has brought me luck.
But despite the upbeat letter, Vera is worried about Noor.
Noor is clearly operating under great stress. She's meant to be sending in messages regularly, but most of the wireless messages she's sending are outside the scheduled times. And this shows that she's having to move around and having to adapt a lot.
And Vera has reason to worry. The Gestapo in Paris are now aware of a lone British wireless operator and are on the hunt.
So, both Violette Szabo and Yvonne Baston are progressing well.
Very good.
Both their training reports show an increasing aptitude for...
Sir, Miss Atkins, an urgent message from the signals room.
Thank you. Dismissed. Madeline has been injured and is now in hospital.
Madeline is Noor's alias. This message is coded. Noor has been compromised.
Or captured. Is that possible? The intel comes from a woman called Sonia, claiming to be an informant.
Oh, we don't have any informants on our books called Sonia.
So, who is Sonia?
They didn't know who she was. Was this a joke? Was it something to confuse them? Was this even a Gestapo ruse? What was going on?
We can't verify who Sonia is.
The message can't be trusted.
I think for now, Vera, we have to ignore it. More rumors.
They push forward with their plan for Noor to salvage the Prosper circuit.
Sir, a message just received from call sign Nurse.
Nurse? That's Noor's wireless call sign. Previous safe house was unsafe. She's moved to another. But she is up and running again.
Clever girl, you're Noor.
It seems that despite Sonia's warning, Noor outwitted the Gestapo and is safe.
Sir, there's something you should know. Noor's fist seems off.
Each wireless operator had what was known as a fist. It was their way of using the Morse key to type Morse code. It could be as simple as how fast they tapped, or the gaps they left in between the dots and the dashes, or just something that was very unique about it. And the person working as their opposite back in headquarters would be able to recognize the fist. And it's a very reliable way of recognizing which agent is using the machine.
And Noor's fist had become unusual.
What are you saying?
Someone else might have sent the message.
So how can we be certain Nurse is really Noor?
Send a reply. Ask questions only Noor would know the answers to.
These would be to do with her family or childhood or something very personal that only the two of them would have known. If these came unanswered or they were vague, She would know that Noor had been captured.
Excellent thinking. Draft a list of questions, Miss Atkins, then send the message.
Sir.
The questions are sent. It's an anxious wait. With questions over Noor's identity still hanging in the air, work at F section plows ahead. Buckmaster begins making plans for D-Day.
D-Day is approaching, but nobody knows exactly when it's going to happen.
It's a closely guarded secret. But Buckmaster has plans for Vera. He wants her to set up a station, a kind of forward unit within France after the landings. But he has a problem.
Vera Atkins isn't British. She's actually Romanian. Only he and Vera know this within F section.
Romania was fighting on the side of Nazi Germany during the war. Technically, she was an enemy alien.
But with D-Day looming, this has to change. Vera applies for British nationality and is interviewed by the Home Office.
You'll find a letter of recommendation from my commanding officer.
Ah. Yes, see.
Buckmaster writes a letter to the Home Office. He very much backs her application and says that without the British citizenship, it's going to be very difficult for Vera to be able to go to the continent and operate as a representative of Britain if she, in fact, still has a Romanian passport.
Without British papers, it would be impossible for Vera to work freely in liberated France.
There is something else. My Romanian nationality. We were hoping there was some way to complete my application without it being mentioned. I'm sure you understand, what with the work I do for the war effort, how sensitive it might be. It is essential that the people I meet, the people that I work with, never learn that I am Romanian.
The idea of being Romanian, she's technically an enemy alien, and she is part of the SOE, an organisation which is reliant on trust. And once there's any suspicion, she can't operate, she cannot do her job. This is about national security itself.
It's a persuasive argument. Vera is given British nationality without her Romanian roots coming to light.
Send a message to Scholar authorizing...
With Vera now a British citizen, her secret work at F section can continue.
Sir, Miss Atkins, a reply from Nurse.
No.
Vera's personal questions to Noor have been answered correctly.
Hearing back from Noor was a huge relief for Vera and indeed for Buckmaster, because it meant, first of all, that she was safe. Secondly, it meant that there was still radio communication between London and Paris. And finally, this means that they're going to be able to build up the Prosperous Circuit again.
Soon, requests from Nurse flood into F section. New SOE agents are infiltrated to bolster the fledgling circuit.
Buck, another request from Nurse.
Thank you. Authorize the drop.
Arms, explosives and cash are sent over in airdrops.
Here, probably another one. Just go with it. Yes. What's this?
A draft. of Noor's citation.
Citation?
Noor's work is exemplary. Buckmaster is so impressed by her and her courage and bravery, having stood alone in Paris, that in February 1944, he actually recommends her for the George Medal.
Because of Noor, the Prosper Circuit has been reinforced and reconstructed and is in perfect order. It is unique in the annals of this organization for a circuit to be so completely disintegrated and yet to be rebuilt. Because, regardless of personal danger, this young woman remained on her post, at times alone, and always under threat of arrest. Sir.
She's earned it.
For Buckmaster, the faith placed in Noor meant that F Section had a circuit in Paris again. Crucial for their plans for D-Day. D-Day preparations kick into overdrive. The date is still a closely guarded secret, but all signs point to the invasion going ahead in the first half of 1944.
Prime Minister Winston Churchill gives the SOE a direct order, and that is to prioritise arming the French resistance.
F Section's central role will be to equip and coordinate the French resistance fighters on the ground. Their mission is to attack and slow down German reinforcements heading to the Allied landing zones.
Vera, shut the door.
Buck?
A new directive.
The head of SOE, Major General Colin Gubbins, makes it painfully clear just how important F Section is to the D-Day plans.
Strategically, France is overwhelmingly the most important zone in the Western theatre of war. F Section should therefore regard this theatre as one where heavy casualties are inevitable, but will yield the highest possible dividends.
He means heavy casualties for our agents.
Therefore, increase SOE aid to the field to the maximum possible peak and maintain until D-Day. Increase SOE aid. Supply drops, cash, weapons, explosives.
And increase the supply of agents.
Send even more agents to strengthen the circuits for D-Day. And expect heavy casualties.
Yes.
F Section's most important role is going to be in the weeks and days before D-Day. In spite of the human toll, the huge casualties which Gubbins has warned them about, Vera and Buckmaster are still recruiting agents because they need to send them in to France. It's absolutely vital. They have to succeed.
Key to this is infiltrating the agents undetected behind enemy lines. The man responsible for this is F Section's air movement officer, Henri Dericourt. Since Bodington's mission to France, the allegations of treachery against Dericourt hadn't subsided. In fact, they'd intensified. In February 1944, Buckmaster is forced to recall Dericourt from France to London to clear up the matter once and for all.
Sir.
That'll be all. Thank you. Henri Dericourt.
Buck. How lovely to see you.
Likewise. I see Bodington's already given you the tour.
Well, he's an excellent guide. You said something about drinks tonight, Bodington, at the Savoy.
It's a nice establishment. You better behave yourself.
Dericourt was quite well known to the SOE by the time he actually joined them. He came from France fleeing Nazis. He's Bodington's old friend. And in those days, places like the SOE were run very much along the lines of, old boys network. And despite the fact that Dericourt is actually being investigated for possibly being a double agent, he's put up in the Savoy Hotel. He's treated well by Buckmaster and Bodington.
Buck, if the allegations against Dericourt were true, what would that mean for F Section? All of our planning?
Vera, the reports lack evidence. There's no way they'll be proven. I know a chap I can trust when I see one.
But Buckmaster has plenty to worry about.
The danger with Dericourt possibly being a double agent was that he was bringing the agents both to France and from France. And the fear was that all of the people he'd come in contact with would also have been compromised. Every single agent would have been blown.
This would derail all of F Section's D-Day planning.
Don't worry, Dericourt. We'll clear this whole sorry business up. Take it as an SOE objective to clear your name.
Thanks, sir.
And they did. By September 1944, MI5's investigation of Dericourt winds up, and he's told he's free to go. With D-Day on the near horizon, Vera is busier than ever overseeing the deployment of women's spies. She needs the SOE's circuits as strong as possible for F Section's ultimate aim, stopping the Nazis from reaching the Allied landing zones.
In March, she sends 6 female agents into enemy territory. That's more than any point in the war so far.
First to fly is Yvonne Baisden.
The parachute drop is scheduled for this evening. The drop zone is the south of France, near Toulouse. From here, you're to make your way across country to Dole, where you're to make contact with the Scholar Circuit. This will be your circuit. You've been assigned to them as a wireless operator. Ready?
Ready, Miss Atkins.
With any incriminating items gone, she's cleared for takeoff. And the infiltration of agents doesn't stop.
Reports are that the weather has cleared over central France. Tonight, you're to be infiltrated by parachute near the Limousin region. From the drop zone, you're to meet up with the salesman circuit and begin making contacts with the resistance.
But Violette's mission has an added danger.
An SS Panzer division is located there, and it's up to Violette as courier to try and help the resistance stop those Panzer tanks from reaching the Allied landing sites.
How am I looking?
Good. You're clean. Are you ready?
The Nazis won't know what hit them.
Very good.
With D-Day imminent, the circuits are ready for action.
In France, the SOE, their agents and the French resistance go into overdrive. They're frantic, trying to work as fast as they possibly can because they just have to slow the Nazi defences down.
D-Day messages, activating sabotage attacks led by the circuits, could start at any time.
In Dole, the Scholar Circuit is a hive of activity, and Yvonne is right at the centre of it. She's coordinating with French resistance fighters. She is actually physically making detonators herself. She is choosing the targets that they are going to attack together. She must have been so stressed out, but also excited, because this is the moment that she has been working towards. This is why everybody has been risking their lives. They've got to make D-Day work.
For Vera's agents, their time has come. She can only hope that they're ready. On the 5th of June, 1944, SOE broadcast hundreds of action messages in code over radio stations. That day, messages from the circuits come flooding back into F section. Sabotage operations have started. D-Day has come.